Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, coming back at you. Today, I want to get into a pair of kicks that I am really feeling. I like pictures of these, but now that I have them in hand, I like them even more. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at these Jordan 14s in the black and white colorway. Alright, so we have a pretty normal box. We see this for 13s as well, but it's just a gray box with a red Jumpman on the top of it. The tag reads Air Jordan 14 Retro. The colors are black, white, and this is not an OG colorway, but this color scheme just makes it really wearable. And as soon as I saw pictures of these, I really liked it. I really just like the simplicity of it. The Jordan 14 is a silhouette that I don't have a lot of. I think the only pair that I have right now is the Laney's that came out earlier this year, and I really like that pair. I had some status rewards saved up from Finish Line, and I saw these sitting on their website. I think retail was $200 and I used my $20 off, so all in with tax and everything I ended up paying about $190. I was real surprised that they got here as quick as what they did, being that it's this close to the holidays. But once again, I gotta tip my hat to Finish Line because they hooked me up. And enough talking about the box, let's get to the kicks. I am digging these. I really like these shoes. And of course, the 14 is a silhouette that was based after Jordan sports car. On the back, you can see that tire tread, and we have little touches like the tail lights there at the bottom, and even the emblem reminds me of like a Ferrari emblem or something like that. But I really think it wears this black and white colorway well. It's almost like an Oreo vibe. I'm surprised people haven't called these like Panda 14s or Oreo 14s. I think these things look great. They do have the ribs on the side of them, and I really like that. I really like that stitching detail. I prefer 14s that don't have the smooth sides. I like it when 14s have all this stitching going up the side. It might be hard to see because these shoes are so dark, but hopefully you can see all that detail. I think these things look phenomenal. I also like that detail because I feel like it stays in line with like 11s, 12s, 13s. 11s have the strips that make up the lacing system that kind of give them some shape on the sides, but then 12s and 13s have stitching going up the sides as well. And I just like that it kind of stuck with that theme going through this range of silhouettes. But I really like these. I think they came out well, and they're going to be really easy to rock. I forgot how light Jordan 14s are in hand, but for a shoe as old as what this silhouette is, it really does feel light. It feels like a more modern shoe. A lot of times whenever you're looking at retro Jordan silhouettes and that kind of thing, they feel heavy and clunky compared to, like, I just looked at the Reverse Grinch Protros, and those things feel light as a feather. This isn't quite as light as those, but this is somewhere in between. For a retro Jordan silhouette and not one that's like in the 30s or something like that, this is definitely a very light pair of shoes, and I just really like the style of them. I think they came out beautifully. Looking at the outsole, it just sticks with that black and white color scheme. Most of it is black, and under the forefoot and then under the heel, we have these areas of herringbone traction. In the midfoot, you have a white Jumpman accent, and then up underneath the front, you have that white pivot point, and it's got the Roman numerals for 14 there. Then as we come up the shoe on the back, you can see that we have the accent that looks like the tire tread, and that kind of comes on up to the number 23 and then the Jumpman at the top. But I love that detail. And then we have areas of black and white painted foam. I always like how the white painted foam on these midsoles has the pearl or else like the metallic effect. It looks like it's got a whole bunch of little sparkles in it, and I think it's really neat looking. But then we also have that sparkly white paint for accents on the front. As we come to the inside of the shoe, of course, we have that air scoop ventilation. I don't know if you can see it from the outside that much, but whenever you look on the inside of the shoe, you can definitely see where that little ventilation screen is, and I think that's a cool detail as well. I don't know if that really makes any difference for helping your feet stay ventilated, but I think it's a neat feature. Then as we get to the upper of the shoe, I think for the most part this is a real suede. It doesn't feel like a real high-end material or anything, but it looks really nice. It's nice and dark. A lot of times you get shoes like this and they look kind of ashy or a little bit like washed out and faded, but these look really nice and dark. And again, I just love the stitching accents on the side panels, and I like how it gives it that shape and all those ribs and everything. But it's nothing but black suede for the upper, and all the stitching is black as well, and I just think these things look sharp as a tack. Another thing I like about 14s is the way that the lacing is all kind of within the upper of the shoe. When you look at it from the side, it's not like you have a lot of eyelets going up the sides of the tongue here. All the laces are kind of on the inside, but I think it just gives the shape of the shoe a really clean and a really sleek look. The tongue almost feels like it is a Durabuck or a fake nubuck. I don't think that is a genuine material, and whenever you look at that compared to the rest of the upper, it does look like the color of that is a little bit different of a black than what the rest of the upper is, but I don't mind that. I'm just pointing it out. We have black kind of oval rope style laces like we typically get in 14s, and like I said, that's going up and it's going through that Durabuck tongue. As we get to the top, we have this kind of curtain rod feature, and it says Jordan across the top, and it's got this stiff little bar going through there. Hopefully you can see that detail. Sometimes it's hard on black shoes. Like I pointed out before, we've got this little Jumpman accent, and that really looks like a Ferrari emblem or something. So again, it's kind of hammering home that sports car theme. It looks like our sock liner is black as well as our insole, and down on that insole we have a white Jumpman. I really like these shoes. I know there's been a whole lot coming out because it is the holiday season, and I almost passed on these, but since I had the status rewards, I figured what the heck, I'll go ahead and buy them. I'm glad I was able to get them at under retail. I haven't looked at resale prices to see if they're over retail. I would imagine if you're patient, maybe you can get these at a deal. Maybe you can find them on the resale market for under retail. The one thing I will say though is that a black and white colorway is always kind of sought after when it comes to Jordan retros. And another thing too, 14s don't come around that often. I could see it going either way. I wouldn't be surprised if they sell out and then you can't get them for retail price, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they kind of sit around for a little while and you're able to get them on sale even not far down the road. But anyhow, let me know what you all think about these. I don't know if this review will be up before Christmas or after Christmas, but I do know it'll be coming out around the holidays. I want to thank you all for all the support in 2023. It's been a great year for the channel. I've had a blast talking kicks with y'all, and I really, really hope that your family is having a wonderful Christmas time. I cannot wait to see what 2024 brings for my family and the channel as well. But anyhow, thanks again for all the support. Happy holidays to you and yours, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.